And presumptive President-elect Joe Biden spoke with frontline healthcare workers today as he continues to focus on the pandemic. Meanwhile, President Trump is at the White House with no public events as he continues to dispute the election results. Michael George is in Wilmington, Delaware with the latest.
Come over here.
President-elect Joe Biden held a virtual roundtable with healthcare workers as he continues to craft a pandemic response plan without the cooperation of the Trump administration.
There's a whole lot of things that we just don't have available to us, which unless it's made available soon, we're going to be behind.
In Wisconsin, where Biden won by more than 20,000 votes, the Trump campaign has wired $3 million to fund a partial recount in the state's two largest counties. Both counties lean heavily Democratic. On Twitter, President Trump attacked Georgia's recount as a joke. But Georgia state officials say they found only minor discrepancies, with the audit on pace to finish by Wednesday's deadline. Meanwhile, President Trump's former acting chief of staff sounded off on the Fox Business Network, one day after the president's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, contradicted himself before a federal judge in a Pennsylvania case.
I still am a little concerned about the use of Rudy Giuliani. They're not using the most well-noted election lawyers.
President Trump fired his top election official, Chris Krebs, after Krebs pushed back against claims of widespread voter fraud. A Biden team spokesman says Krebs was fired for telling the truth. Several congressional Republicans praised Krebs while also supporting the president's right to fire him.
He's always seemed very capable and knowledgeable to me. Having said that, any president, is entitled to surround himself with advisors of his choice.
Krebs served as DHS Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency Director. He told CBS News in a phone call that he expected to be fired and he has no regrets. Michael George, CBS News, Wilmington, Delaware.
And the settlement for the Flint water crisis now totals more than $600 million. The lawsuit filed on behalf of Flint, Michigan residents who were harmed by lead-tainted water now totals to $641 million. It stems from workers following Michigan environmental officials' advice not to use anti-corrosive additives, resulting in the city's drinking water becoming contaminated by aging pipes and fixtures. The proposed settlement was filed late Tuesday night. Flint residents will now have 60 days to register to participate in the deal. If the settlement reaches final approval, it will be the largest state government in state government history. And there's one more key decision which needs your vote in the nation's capital this month. A name for this guy right here, the giant panda cub at the Smithsonian National Zoo, who's packing on the pounds and the cuteness as he nears his 3-month birthday, which means it's time for a name. There are 4 choices for the public to vote on. You can vote once a day at nationalzoo.si.edu now through the 20th. The winning name will be announced on Monday. And after killing hundreds and being grounded for nearly 2 years, Boeing's 737 MAX is in the skies. We'll have the latest on the details next on Valley News Live at 4.